Welcome to Casense.
Imagine going to a hardware store to buy a drill. You don't actually want a heavy piece of plastic and metal taking up space in your garage. What you really want is the hole it makes in your wall. The drill is just the way you get there. Now, scale that idea up to massive industrial machines. In a traditional sale, a company buys an incredibly expensive piece of equipment, but the moment that purchase is complete, the buyer carries all the burden. If the machine breaks down, they have to pay for repairs, and they lose money every minute it sits idle. This friction has led to a different approach called servitization. Instead of selling a product in a single one-off transaction, a manufacturer keeps ownership of the equipment. What they sell to the customer is a continuous delivery of the exact result that machine produces. Because the manufacturer holds on to the physical asset, the financial risk shifts right back onto their shoulders. They only get paid when the equipment actually performs the job it was built to do. By retaining ownership and the risks that come with it, a manufacturer's income becomes tied directly to their clients' daily operations. Everyone is finally working toward the exact same goal. This animated chart shows how companies make this transition along a spectrum. On the far left is the traditional model, simply selling a product, relying on single transactions that lead to unpredictable income. As businesses move to the middle, they add services. They sell physical equipment, but bundle in ongoing maintenance and support contracts to create steady income. Finally, on the far right, pure outcome-based supply. The customer never buys the asset, they strictly pay for the result the machine generates. Let's look at a company called AeroCool, which makes large industrial cooling units. Originally, they sold the machines outright. Their income spiked and crashed depending on the month, and clients constantly called to complain about broken fans and failing compressors. To fix this, AeroCool changed their entire approach. They stopped selling the actual cooling units. Instead, they installed the machines for free, charging clients a monthly fee based on guaranteed cooling uptime. By charging for cold air rather than the metal box, AeroCool smoothed out their unpredictable sales into a steady stream of income. Their clients were happy to stick around, knowing they'd never have to worry about broken equipment again. To manage a system where you only get paid when a machine works, a manufacturer needs constant visibility. They attach digital sensors to their equipment, using real-time data to monitor exactly what is happening inside the machine at any given second. This constant stream of information lets engineers see tiny fluctuations in temperature or vibration. They can spot a failing part and replace it before the machine actually breaks, which is how they protect themselves against the financial risk they now carry. The pioneer of doing this on a massive scale is the aerospace manufacturer Rolls-Royce. Their commercial jet engines are incredibly complex, highly expensive pieces of equipment. Instead of asking airlines to buy these massive engines outright, Rolls-Royce offers a contract they call Power by the Hour. The airline pays a set fee for every single hour the engine actually delivers thrust in the sky. If an engine is sitting broken on the tarmac, Rolls-Royce doesn't earn a dime. Because their entire income depends on keeping planes in the air, Rolls-Royce builds their engines to be as durable as possible. They maintain them proactively because a reliable engine is the only way they make a profit. While this structure works exceptionally well in specific cases, it is completely inappropriate for many standard businesses. Applying it to the wrong product will actively hurt a company's finances. The model is built for situations involving highly specialized, long-lasting equipment. It works best when the asset is incredibly expensive and when a manufacturer can easily install sensors to monitor its performance from miles away. On the other hand, you would never apply this to cheap, everyday items. The cost of installing sensors and managing data for a simple commodity would far outweigh any money made from a monthly contract. It also falls apart if a business has no clear way to measure the exact result the machine produces. And in some industries, clients simply prefer to own their assets outright rather than renting the output. This approach requires a massive operational overhaul. It is a highly specific strategy designed to tie a manufacturer and a client together for years, rather than a quick trick to boost low sales numbers. Even when applied correctly, companies can easily slip up. One of the biggest mistakes is signing a contract guaranteeing a specific result, without actually having the internal data systems required to track that result. There is also the danger of miscalculating the monthly fee. If the business underprices their outcome contract, they will end up paying out of pocket for unexpected repairs and maintenance trips. Internally, the biggest hurdle is culture. A company cannot successfully run a long-term service operation if its sales team is still entirely focused on making a quick commission from a single product drop-off. But when a company installs the right tracking technology, prices their risk correctly, and aligns their internal team, they stop arguing with customers over repair bills and start working alongside them as permanent partners. By taking responsibility for the final result, a business escapes the trap of selling metal and plastic. They secure their own future by simply selling the exact solution the customer wanted in the first place.